check this out. The Rike, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Baidi. You got any ideas? Baidi, Baidi. I don't know. This I got at Texas Blade Show from my buddy Ian at the Keto USA booth. Of course, they represent Rike in all the shows around this country. And they'll be in Atlanta too. Maybe they'll have some of these on pre order by then. I don't know. This is a prototype, and they made a few. And so I actually bought one off of him. And I think it was last day, middle of the afternoon, whatever, and kind of like, you gonna take this back with you, or you want to part with one of them? And it'd be kind of fun to show on my channel. And there it goes, comes around, cuts my thumb off. That'd be fun, just for entertainment purposes. Here it comes. There you go. And this is a fascinating knife. Okay. Look at crown spine on this, all this jimping here. Kind of a cool design. Yeah, fuller, runs all the way out here like that. What do we got? Sheep's foot, reverse tanto, something like that. Here's your lockup. Fairly early lockup, but it'll work. And of course, it's a liner lock, but it's titanium, right? And then this is that Mars Valley fat carbon in here. Okay. So not much hardware going on here. You see any screws? Nope. See any screws? Nope. Okay. So that is the beauty of this. And so we'll get to that, because basically this takes no tools to disassemble. And we will disassemble this without the use of any kind of Torxes or screwdrivers or anything. Okay, that'll be kind of cool, huh? Can you kick it open? Yeah, just like that. And there she shuts. So we got that liner in there, and she's swinging pretty free. There you go. Wow. It's a decent sized knife. It's full size. It's not huge. What does it weigh? It's funny. Oh, I hadn't kicked it over. Okay, so it hadn't gone over the detent ball. That's why it was kind of hanging out there in the air. Okay, get your ass on there. 3.7 ounces. Not much. 105 grams. I figured it'd be heavier than that. Kind of feels heavier than that in a way. Very strange. Yeah, design flows nicely, and blade to handle length is all in. In fact, that begs the question, how big a blade is it? Well, it's 3.5 inches for all practical purposes. You could say 3.3 something, 3.35, 3.4 there, 3.5 down there at about 90 millimeters. Overall length is under 8 inches. It's actually under 7 3/4. Okay, about 7 5/8. And what, 19.5 centimeters? Okay, so here we go with this. I've been meaning to get this on the air since I got back from Texas. 0.56, 14.2 millimeters. So the handle's pretty chunky. 3.6 millimeter blade, stock at 0.15. Okay. So pretty light, but blade stock is pretty hale and hardy. And of course, didn't get it quite. Okay, there we go. And flickable, no flipper tab or anything. An unusual kind of design. Maybe a little late over the detent ball. Maybe that'll be something they'll address in the final production version. See? There, now it goes. Okay, but that's fairly late. Like that. Okay. Then it drops. But for some reason, Oh, of course, now it's behaving itself. As soon as I was going to show you something, then forget it. Okay, now, but this is the ergos are nice. I don't know. See, I told him, no, you got to put this on the back. Then I'd be more enthusiastic. You know, and I think they could do that very easily. But is that liner steel? Probably is. Yeah, it is. And that's all titanium. Okay, so now, see, where are we? See, it hasn't cleared that detamp ball yet, has it? Now, somehow, it's getting held up. See? Now, you just do that, or wait till it gets into that position. It's centered. Feels good ergos wise. Got a little cutaway here, sharpening, etc. And you know what? I couldn't even tell you what the blade steel is. Hold on, did they mark it? They put Rike here. I have no idea. I mean, I would imagine M390 would be the steel they would put on here. But on the prototypes, sometimes they use a different kind of steel for the grinding, just for prototype purposes. So who knows what this it really is. And they put enough of an edge on it to be a knife, seeing as how it was a prototype. And yeah, they did. So, okay. It's a pretty standard factory edge. And I don't know that this is all laid out. This was kind of a thrown together deal since I was buying a prototype. So nothing fancy there, just a Rike pouch that he probably had laying in the booth. And then there was an actual box for it, obviously. And such is life right here. So you're going to get what you get when you try and talk the man out of one of his prototypes. But what you probably want to see is if I order one of these on a pre-order, how does this come apart? Because that's part of the cool factor of this knife, obviously, right? Look at that pocket clip. Okay, that looks like it's on the inside, and it is. So you might need a tool for disassembling the pocket clip, but maybe not for the rest of it. And so let me pull my mat. Hey Matt, get over here. And this is, my friend, and they did this in front of me, but you know what? I'm going to defer back to using my little plastic fid to push this up because they kind of partially kick this open and then they pop this up. I'm going to keep it closed and I'm going to pop this using this, but it was just like that. See? So you can do that with your thumb actually, but I just did it with that for safety's sake. And so here we go. And so then this hookamizes around here, right? Around that post. So that is how it does that. And then it clicks back down into place. Okay. Interesting. So they did this to let this bend. They did this jig jag stuff here so this could flex. Okay. And there it is. Now hold on. Does this look like a screwdriver tip? Kind of, right? So is that what this is going to do? And yes. Okay. And so now I can lay this down and this is just going to unscrew like this. So you want a field strip technology? There you go, buddy. How is this supposed to... Okay, that's the collar that goes around this. Now let's pull this off. And do we have any resistance? No. So there. Okay. So if you want to, you're right. If you want to do a complete disassembly, then you're going to need Torts. if you want to pull the lock bar out, ceramic, with the ceramic detemp ball, all that. And then, of course, this is, hold on, steel washer, which is relatively thick, isn't it? Oh, and then there's a squared off spot there. So does that correspond to anything? And yeah, it does. Okay. Ceramic bearings. Let me put my magnet back. So this is what this is, right? Okay, hold on. I'm feeling like, man, I got the cool shit. Okay, when I just knock off, there's the other. Okay, so these are the ceramic bearings. Big dogs, aren't they? Woo! Where do you get them? Well, you have to get them because you got a pivot like that. That's like the London Tunnel diameter, isn't it? Wow, that's big old dog. And then just the end of that squared off so you can mate it up with the other side so it won't spin. And then there's that. Just got some lube on it. But that is nothingness, right? So let me hose this down a little bit. And then let me see what we are here. There's nothing really on that. So if I wanted to put this back together, I got it. Now this is going to go, the flat spot is back here. Okay, so I gotta have my flat spot looking back at the tail. Okay, and then I gotta get bearings on here. And then I gotta throw some go-go juice on here. So let's see if I can get this right. Reassembling this. And here, let's throw this down for a moment. I'm gonna get this hosed out too. Okay. Now, hold on. There's the other Django on this deal too. Okay. So I'm going to face this to the back. I'll put this back down here. I'm going to get this over and some go-go juice on there. Oh, we got? I can't tell what I got on there and what I don't. Okay, now, where'd the other, the washer's in here. Okay. So we got the washer in here, which is a fat boy washer, isn't it? And are we lined up? Well, we are with the flat spot, and we are there too. So now we can just put this on, supposedly according to the gospel. And okay, let me see if I've got this correct. Am I sitting on my ring wrong? Ring wrong? No? Okay, so that's that, right? Okay, I think that's correct. So then this hookty hooks in here, and I don't want to force anything in a weird way. Oh, okay, let's set that down in there more. Okay, now I see. Okay, now, come on, I think. I'm not going to force things in a strange pattern. Let me make sure this is laying down here in the right direction. Am I? No, I'm not hooked back far enough. Now I am. Okay. I was just looking it over to make sure. I just hadn't pulled that hook back enough. Okay. Didn't want to do any weird stuff. Is it centered? Yeah. Will it do its thing? Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. I guess it's good. Do we have any play? No. Wow. Just like that. Very strange. But cool, right? I was gonna say it's not. It should have take the I out of here, and it could be a baddie because it's not a goodie. It's a baddie. It's bad boy. But Baidi or whatever the hell it is, I don't know. Whatever they named it, it's ridiculous name, but it's a way cool knife. Okay, I mean it's got ceramic bearings and stuff in it. It's yes, it's a real thinker. They got some others that they're coming out with, and also Ian of Keto USA, right? I'll give you the link to their site. But he will be having knives made under his name, his brand name of Keto USA, as opposed to Rike. But they're going to be made by Rike. Okay, so that and there was a way cool prototype that I posted on my Instagram that I'm really looking forward to. This will be under the Rike name, so I will leave you to it. We do love them knives. You guys, stay sharp.